Chapter 4, A Suspect. How's it going, everyone? Doogie Manhammer here with some more Emio, the Smiling Man. I'm so sorry I didn't upload yesterday when the game actually came out. Best Buy was dumb. It didn't even deliver my package until today, so I'm just now being able to record this and give this to you, so I apologize for being a day late. But, of course, we're continuing the Famicom Detective Club playthrough for Emio. Alright, let's keep going. Good morning, sorry I'm late. No, Yumi's not here. Again? Oh, my phone is ringing. Use my phone. Because I charged it, so I have a phone I could use. Yes, hello. Mushy mushy. Hey, Matt. Late night for you yesterday? It was, yeah. I learned quite a bit, though. Oh, really? I'd love to hear about it. Oh, that'd be great, because I can't wait to tell you about it. Where are you? Oh, sorry. I'm actually... Huh? I'm actually supposed to be with Mr. Fukuyama this afternoon. Oh, yeah, that's right. He said he'd talk to some more kids at the school, so I'm hoping he'd come up with something promising. Maybe a lead? I'm getting my hopes up. Yeah, I hear ya. What are you going to investigate today? I think I'll go to the library archives and look up how they covered those murders 18 years ago. Sounds good. Stay safe. Oh, and say hello to Mr. Fukuyama for it. Oh, she hung up. How rude. I know, you little jelly. She's meeting up with that teacher man that she was senpais with or whatever. See ya! Dang, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't charge my phone the last couple days. Or if I didn't charge my phone last night. I wonder if I would have gotten that call or not. It would have been like, oh man, she's not here and my phone's dead. Oh, I just guess I'll go to the library. I like to head in and start investigating as soon as possible, but I probably ought to have a plan. The murders were 18 years ago, so I'm sure I'll have to do some digging. What do you mean? You want a plan before you walk into the library? Doesn't make sense that that was about a plan. Yes, that's right. I should check Mr. Utsugi, see if he has any advice. Oh, you're using the cell phone again? Man, just because you charged it doesn't mean you got to keep using it, my guy. Save some battery. Just patiently waiting. Oh, hey, how can I help you? So, I'm about to go to the library, and I want to see what I can find about the cases from 18 years ago, but I thought I'd check with you first to see if I had any advice for researching or anything to avoid. Well, look for serial girl murders, since that's what it was called. Oh, and pay close attention to the first case. You want to learn how the incident was reported and how the news covered the story that year. Then, once you've gone over the material, you'll want to review your notes to see what jumps out. If something seems off, I'd recommend focusing in on that key point and investigating it further. I think you'd find a lot of connections between the events of 18 years ago by the time you're done. I strongly believe that Makoto's disappearance is related to the murders, and I would be surprised if the information you uncovered help us get to the bottom of the Sasaki case as well. Alright. Appreciate it, my mans. I also have a strong suspicion that the urban legend of Emio the Smiling Man will play into it all. At least that's my current obsession. In any case, I must apologize for leaving the offices frequently unattended. That's okay. Thank you. I'm fortunate to have such excellent assistants. Oh, thank you so much, sir. Alright, bye-bye. It's always inspirational. Okay, my guy. Alright, inside the library go. We have a plan. Which, you know, should have been the plan you would have anyways, but it's whatever. Alright. Newspaper archives. Let's go. Then you just grab that whole stack. I have a year's worth of papers from 18 years ago to get started. Jesus. They look heavy. Alright. Look, examine, I guess. This is 1, 2, January, February, March, April. Alright, let's see. What? Do I have my notebook? What do I want to look up? Smiling Man? I guess I could look up Makoto. Disappeared 18 years ago, around the time of the serial murder victims. But I don't know when that was, though, right? On July 1st. Same day as Junko's birthday. So we want to do the summer. July, August? May, June? Let's do July, August. Must not be the first. First incident happened in February. Oh, okay. So you want to look at the January. Okay. I got you. I'm sorry, my guy. Forgot we were looking at the first one. I was just looking for Makoto. Alright, January and February. Alright. 17-year-old named Ayaka Hashizumi was found on the beach of Kafuku City strangled. Her house had burned down just the day before, and her father's body was found in the wreckage. Oh, Jesus. The initial report suggested that the father may have killed her and then himself. Later reports pointed to the possibility that a third party may have killed both father and child. Also, the article mentions a missing person who was reported to be close to the girl. But there's nothing at all in these articles about police finding a paper bag on the victim's head. Well, yeah, because that was hidden. What caused the fire, and why wasn't Ayaki's father able to escape? A missing person. Interesting. So there's a missing person in the first case, too. Occasional follow-up articles after the February crime, but not much coverage overall. If there's any new information that can help me. Okay, let's go next then. We're just going in sequential order, I guess. Second murder took place in May, about 3 months after the first. Alright, let's see. Second case. Victim was 15-year-old girl named Sachiko Takagi. Because the second victim was also a young girl who was strangled in Kafuku City, the police announced early on that both crimes may have been committed by the same person. Still, they never did mention the detail about the paper bags. According to a neighbor of the second victim, the young girl in question came from a troubled home and was often seen crying alone at night. The possibility of a serial killer seems to have sparked more newspaper coverage at the time. Huh. And the third incident happened in June. Well, we were reading that one already. Here's the article about it. Third victim was Mika... Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that one, I'm sorry. Mika Inu? A 17-year-old girl, another teen girl just like the first two. She reported she had a falling out with friends that day and left her school in tears. However, it seems she didn't go straight home and said she must have been attacked. The third victim was also from Kafuku City and was strangled in the same way as the first two. The article does mention the possibility of all three being connected by a common killer. No mention of a paper bag. Like we said, that's not surprising. The police weren't reporting that. That many articles. Yeah. End of the year. Yeah. Alright. There's an article on Makoto's disappearance. He disappeared in July. Let's take another look. Just a snippet of an article. 14-year-old boy reported missing from Yukariko village. Everyone in the village searched through the night, but the boy remains missing. Although the timing was curious, no one suggested a connection to the serial girl murders. That said, both Mr. Utsugi and Inspector Kamada seem to suspect there was a connection. Now, I've got to get to the bottom of this. That is... You know, they're both adamant there's a connection, and there could be, but it is odd. Here's what I've learned so far. The police announced that the serial girl murders were most likely committed by a single killer. Although it was never mentioned, each of the victims was found with a paper bag on their head. With that information, it seems obvious. Anyway, after the second murder, the first case came right back into the spotlight. And while media interest in the serial girl murders remained high for a while, it tapered off around August, probably because there were no new leads or information. Also, no new victims, thankfully, if you don't count Makoto's disappearance. Now, why is that? Let's do some theorizing real quick. So this first case, her dad also died in a fire the day before they found her strangled. Huh. And then somebody else went missing, too. Were they related? Can I look back at that? Okay, I cannot. Alright, well, I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to think again? I think the first case was investigation too, so focus on it. Alright, so look and examine the first case. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this first case. No wonder he said to pay attention to it. Okay. Ayaka Hashizume, 17-year-old girl. She was found the morning of February 16th in a secluded beach area of Kafuku City. A local fisherman found the body. He had an airtight alibi and was immediately ruled out as the suspect. Local fisherman found the body out on the beach. Okay, it wasn't in the water or anything, just on the beach. Forensics reported the cause of death as strangulation with bare hands. Time of death was the night before. Okay. Turns out that Ayaka had quit her job at a local factory the same day she died. However, her supervisor at the factory reported that she left on good terms and had already given notice. All of that said, I have a few major concerns with the facts of the case. They relate to two key people involved who had connections to Ayaka. Yeah, frickin'... One of the key figures was Manabu Hashizume, Ayaka's father, but he's dead. He and Ayaka lived together in Kafuku City. However, their house was destroyed in a fire the night before Ayaka was found dead, and a body was recovered in the ruins. It was believed to be her father's. Some speculated that the father could have killed Ayaka before returning home and killing himself. However, that theory didn't necessarily hold up to scrutiny, and what's more, the second and third murders a few months later further complicated the situation. Yeah, because even if the father was guilty, he died in a fire, he couldn't have killed the others. Last but not least, the information about the paper bag was never made public, which strongly implies that all the victims were killed by the same person. Exactly. Could have been the other key person. Who's the other key person? Friggin' the other person that went missing? Yeah, I know. Oh, I have to click suspects again. Never had their name reported to the media. The person in question was a young man who was often seen with Ayaka before her death. He hasn't been seen since she died. When his apartment was searched, the police found a disturbing amount. Oh, that's right! I do remember this. Obviously, the police strongly suspected him and went to great lengths to track him down, but he was never found. This must have been the same person that Inspector Kamada was talking about. Yeah, I do remember Kamada talking about this. That the apartment was like full of blood, and he was like, we couldn't rule out that it was from a potential murder or if something else happened and it just happened to be there. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know. It's entirely possible that Ayaka's murderer and the home fire were unrelated, especially considering that all the victims were young girls of about the same age. The house fire falls outside that category, and the persistence of the paper bags point to a serial killer. I wonder if the police had the same idea. I can't find any articles speculating along those lines, however. Let's review the information we've gathered so far. First murder was 18 years ago, and the first victim was a girl named... It was Hashizume. Yep. And it was yeah. At the time of the first case, there were two persons of interest. The first one was her father. The second one, we don't know others. Right? Maybe not others. The missing man. Yeah. Second one was the man who was presumed missing. At the beginning, some speculated that Ayaka's father was the killer in a murder-suicide. The day before Ayaka's body was found, his father died in a... Can I write house fire? House though. No, what the hell? House fire. That's right, the father presumably killed by that fire that burned down his house. Meanwhile, regarding the missing man, what was he another victim or could he have been the killer? Yeah, it could have been the missing person's blood in that apartment. Interesting. Seems as though the police considered both possibilities. Disappeared the same day that Ayaka was killed. There was a disturbing amount of blank found in his home. Blood. Blood, blood, blood. I gotta type it in. Yeah, someone was drenched in a massive amount of blood. Inspector Kamada said that it would have taken devastating injuries to produce that much blood. So it's possible that he simply died. Yeah, that's a... But what would have caused that much blood? Because she died from strangulation. Ayaka did. And then the dad died from a house fire. I mean, the dad could have died or being killed and then put back into the house and then set on fire. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. It's strange, though. Right, good progress. It's about all I can determine from my research so far. Glad I talked to Mr. Itsugi first. His advice helped me out. But, ultimately, the serial murders remain unsolved. We had no conclusive evidence either. There's still a suspect that was never identified? What do you want me to do? You want me to keep thinking? No, I think more about the second and third victims. There wasn't a common factor I hadn't considered. They were both seen crying before they were killed. The girl crying. Like the urban legend. In the urban legend about the smiling man, he always appears in a paper bag in front of a crying girl. I wonder if the first victim was also crying before she was killed. If there was cause to suspect her father killed her, maybe there was some deep trouble at home. It's getting late and I haven't eaten. I should take care of myself. Okay, my guy. Planet Coffee. Let's go. Sounds delicious. Oh, hey, Ayumi, what's up? Cool. Thanks for reaching out again so quickly. Of course, Tachibana. We're not strangers, right? I'm always here to help. Well, I really appreciate it. It's great to have a senpai like you. Oh, I do what I can. I'm sure I like to think of myself as a good senpai. As you know, I'm deeply troubled by Isuke's murder. That's why I'm so eager to help you. If that allows me to guide you, just like back then, so be it. But I'm just one man trying to help. Well, thank you for your cooperation. Alright, let's ask. I want to be respectful of your time, so let's get right to it. Do you have any new info? I'm guessing that you do since you're taking your time out of your busy schedule. Yes, well, I know you're busy too, so I'll make it quick. Yeah, and tell me. So the thing you've got to remember is, these are junior high kids. It's a sensitive time. They're still growing, which means they're not as strong as adults. This whole incident is a shock to their system in ways we can't even fathom. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean, yeah, I get it. Friggin', puberty and all that fun stuff, emotions, inside out. It's like these kids seem normal at first glance, but in their hearts, I know they're carrying a deep hurt. It's almost like I can hear their souls screaming out. Can you now? It feels like the students are all over the place. Some act out in my classes and others, while others have just been laughing at me as if they don't take me seriously. But I'm sure it's just the stress of this whole thing that's affecting them. I am pretty sure it's because of how you teach, maybe, my good man. I don't know. I feel terrible for them. My heart breaks every time I think about it. I see. So, that's why I can't ask any of them about the case just yet. It's too soon. Wait, you don't have any new information from the students? That's right. No wonder you're a detective. Jesus, you're wasting my time. Yeah, what am I here to talk about? Your milk tea is getting cold. Please, go ahead and enjoy it. Just relax for a moment. My girl's just, annoyed. Just think of this as a little break. No, I don't want to drink it. You're frustrating me. Yeah, take his! Can I please take here? Let me save. I'm gonna save over here in the separate one. Can I take his? What's up? Aw, dang it. I thought it would actually take it. Dang. That would have been awesome. Alright, I'll have some. What do you think? It's good, right? Isn't this milk tea the best? You're being weird, my guy. Oh, yeah, it's actually delicious. If you like the milk tea, you'll love the tiramisu. Ooh, I love me some good tiramisu. What do you think? Want to order a taste? No, my guy, this is not a date. We were trying to talk about investigation. Listen. What? Junior high is like a battlefield, and as a teacher, I'm like some kind of majestic. Shut up, my guy. Why are all of the guy characters in this game so weird? I turn to this milk tea in times of stress and fatigue, and it gives me a peace of mind. Or, if it's payday, I go out and order tiramisu. This place is my oasis. And it must be nice. It sure is. What a weirdo. I wasn't able to talk to any of my students, but I did hear some more about Isuke from other teachers. What did you hear? Well, I'll get to her. We're both busy people, so we can try to relax a little while we can. My guy, you want me to take another sip of milk tea? I don't know if it's any better than any other ones that I've had. You're hilarious. Thank you for taking a little sip. That's so good. Okay. Thank you for that. What the hell? Oh, God. Okay, here's what I've learned about Isuke. He had a lot of good friends, he got good grades, and he had a great reputation among teachers. He was never in trouble, really a model student. Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah. Shut up about the milk tea, my guy. Never heard anything about him having a conflict with anyone. No one held a grudge against him. Not that us teachers know everything about our students' personal lives, but I think most teachers would agree that Isuke was well liked. Okay. He was an exemplary student. That's good. No, I didn't mean to click that again. That's my B. I suppose I did hear one story that caught my attention. Okay? Out with it! Isuke's homeroom teacher mentioned something that piqued my curiosity. Okay. Tell me about it. Alright. Apparently Isuke's grades haven't been as good as usual lately. His grades were impeccable. Well, he was applying to selective private high schools. You need top marks, and he wasn't there. Okay. Isuke's homeroom teacher said that he should consider other schools if his grades don't improve, but Isuke didn't seem concerned at all. Really, a good student who suddenly doesn't care about getting into a good school, that's interesting. Now, junior high kids can be a bit unpredictable, can't they? Some of the challenges you face as teachers, of course. It must be tough. Oh, it is, but teaching is my calling. Alright. Are not unlike priests, one might say. Yeah, and as in my third year of middle school, one teacher said, is he changing the subject? Excuse me, did you have any other info about Isuke or other than his grades? Yeah, keep it straight to the freaking... You get it, Aomi, you get it. I don't have any other information over the case, sorry. It's okay, thank you. Alright, let's leave now. Doesn't sound like students' grades have anything to do with the case. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's good to have, I guess, but that's about it. Can't imagine his lower grades would have caused anyone to want to kill him, unless he killed himself, but that's not what the police are saying happened, right? That's right, I can't share many details, but I can confirm that you're investigating a murder. Whatever happened, poor Isuke's gone forever. It's the hand we've been dealt, there's nothing to do but accept it and move forward. You gonna cry? Shut up. Yes? How's the investigation going overall? As you know, Isuke's murder has shaken me to my core. Has it now? And I'm desperate to hear if you made any progress. Please share any details with me. It's not too much. No, I can't share details with you, man. Yeah, I don't have good news. We haven't made much progress. The thing about Isuke is he's such a normal kid. Like I said before, he didn't have any obvious problems or drama, and yet... It's just the same day he was killed. He was supposedly acting strangely. Oh, is that right? Yeah, of course. His family's still in shock. They have no idea what might have been going on. What? Sorry, I just lost some thought. In what thought? Thank you for sharing. Do what I can to help. You want me to think? Okay, I'll think. Shoot. It was a bit awkward, but I do think his feelings for his students are genuine. Seems like he's doing the best he can, and he shared everything he knows about Isuke. Still, there was another student who was good friends with Isuke in Fukuyama's class. Thinking of Megumi Morimoto, I wonder if she's back at school. She was absent following the murder. Yeah, let's ask about Megumi! Fukuyama, about Megumi. Oh, what do you want to know about Megumi? I don't know anything. That's very sus, my guy. Okay. Just wondering if she's okay, you know, because she's been absent since the murder. Like you said, Megumi's been absent, so I wouldn't know. I see, that's worrisome, isn't it? I guess I'm very worried. You're acting real sus about her, my guy, and you're acting very weird. I think either you're the smiling man, or you're diddling this kid on the side or something. You're really impressing me as a detective. Okay. You definitely know how she's doing. You're definitely talking to her. Is all you have to say about Aisuke? Well, you said earlier there's nothing more to share. I guess. You should know that Megumi is my class representative. I can't remember if I told you that. Okay. Yeah, I heard. It must be challenging for you not to have her here, since she's the class representative, after all. Yeah, it's been extremely stressful. Extremely, huh? The day that they announced Aisuke's death to students, Megumi was not there. She hasn't been back since. She was close to Aisuke, so it must have been a terrible shock. I'm worried about her. She wasn't at school when they announced he died. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's think. Maybe continued absence is worrying. Yeah, it told us at yesterday morning's assembly. I was shocked. They announced that he died at the morning assembly yesterday. I couldn't believe my ears. The morning assembly on the day Aisuke's body was found seems key. Of course, that's when they told the students of what happened, but Fukuyama says that Megumi wasn't at school that day. Did he really mean that, or did he misspeak? What do you mean? Let's double check. Fukuyama. Yeah, what's up? You said that Megumi's been absent since before the morning assembly, right? Yeah, that's right. That's why I haven't seen her for days. But students learned about Aisuke's death on the same day he was found, right? Oh. So her absence didn't have anything to do with Aisuke, at least that day's absence, right? Is there some other reason she was gone? Yes, I see. You're really a sharp detective. But I'm not sure. What? What? Yeah, ask about Megumi. I wonder why. Huh? Wonder why what? I'm worried about Megumi's continued absence and how strangely he's acting. Yeah, he's acting really strange. He looks so anxious. Why are you making that face, my guy? Why? Look at his face. Look at this smirking face full of freaking anxiety. Why does he tighten up when we talk about Megumi? He did this the other day, too. What are you looking at? Oh. Fukuyama? Yes, ma'am. I have a strange feeling that something's off. Anytime I bring up Megumi, you seem to tighten up and get anxious. Am I wrong? Is that what it's like? No, I don't feel that way. Uh-huh. Fukuyama about Megumi. What? Did she somehow know that about Aisuke's death before the morning assembly? If so, it would mean Megumi knows the killer. Maybe. Did Aisuke killed by someone Megumi knew? It's a pretty big leap to assume that at this point. You shouldn't rule out the possibility. Mr. Itsugi's always warning us to consider everything. What's the most likely reason she knew about Aisuke's death? Could it have done something to do with Fukuyama? Fukuyama! Stop being weird! Tell me! You must have told Megumi about Aisuke before the rest of the class, since she's the representative. Shut up! But unfortunately telling her first isolated her from the others, leaving her alone to face the cruel reality. And she must have taken it very hard. That's probably why she hasn't come back to school since. You're probably feeling guilty about it. Am I right to say any of this? Yeah! Am I right? Am I right? No. I would never do something so selfish. First of all, we teachers didn't know about Isuke's death until the moment before the assembly. It would have been impossible to let her know in advance. Okay, so then why are you still acting really weird? It's alright. That's what being a detective is all about, isn't it? Asking questions and speculating. It's like I was meant to be a teacher. You're meant to be a detective, right? Sure, my guy. Welcome. But why are you still acting weird? So why do you think Megumi would have been absent that day? No, she was out sick. Her family had called it, letting me know. I see. It's really what it was. Wonder if her family is telling the truth. Since you're Megumi's homeroom teacher, have you checked up on her since she's been out? No, I'm afraid I haven't. It's difficult for me to visit her at her house. Huh? Wouldn't you call? I hope she comes back to school soon. Well, it's gotten so late. Time flies when you're having a good conversation, right? Anyways, I hate to leave now, but I'm afraid my students are waiting for me. Sure, you could call and chat all day long, but I guess I gotta go. My apologies. I understand. Let's get going. Man's is ready to leave. I'll pick up the check since Fukuyama took the time to meet with me. Oh, that's nice of you, Ayumi. Take the bill. Thank you, Fukuyama. It's on me. Oh, come on. You make me look bad. Well, after all, you were once my underclassman. And I am my senpai. That's right, and that's that. Ugh. I'm really grateful for your help with the investigation, for taking the time, but... None of the word. What am I again? Ah, my senpai. I guess I'll let it go. He's just like... He just gets little shivers every time she's like, my senpai. Shut up, Fukuyama. Freaking being weird, being gross. Thanks for meeting me with my milk tea oasis. He's standing way too close, as per usual. Of course, but I should thank you. Not just for the tea, but for the valuable information. That's great! Call me anytime. Happy to help. Alright, I'll take you up on that. Yeah? What's up? When can an old senpai see his underclassman again? Again? You'll continue digging into the info? Yeah! Yeah, I need tea! Not milk tea! I need some gossip kind of tea if we ever need to see each other again, my guy, cuz... If not, I got no reason to see you, you weird... No. I know your job's stressful, I don't want to add more. Yes, I'm busy, but I know I have a unique privilege of being close to the kids. As time goes by, I feel less... My feelings are less raw. I'm sure I'll have conversations about what happened. I can certainly imagine one of them providing a mystery, or information that helps unravel the mystery. You mean like the real reason Megumi hasn't been coming to school? Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. You can always count on me, okay? I'll be in touch. Alright, that'd be good. See ya. Peace out. Oh, you rushed off full of excitement. Little Fukuyama hasn't really changed. Still, can't get over the way he looked when I brought up Megumi. I have to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, this music knows what's up. Music knows what's going on. I feel it. I feel it too. You're not the only one that's catching the vibes. Not the vibes like feelings for Fukuyama. Hell no. The vibes is in something's wrong. I'm back. Oh, hi, Yumi. Can I get you something to drink? On the way here, I stopped by and picked up a few cans of milk tea. Oh, yay, more milk tea. It's a new brand. You like it, don't you? Yeah, it's just I'm good right now, thanks. Alright, let's say how things went. Alright, let's review the day. Tell Yumi everything I learned about the Kuze siblings and their history. Oh yeah, because we didn't see her yesterday. Oh, I didn't realize I had a history like that. What else did you learn? Did you get any more details from the case 18 years ago? Yeah, I looked up tons of articles about the serial murders at the library. Wasn't able to confirm that the victims being found with paper bags on their head were never reported. However, after a lot of digging, I identified a few aspects of the first case that had me puzzled. For instance, there were two persons of interest that were mentioned, but one of them is dead and the other is missing. One was the victim's father who died in a house fire the day before his daughter's body was found. The second was a young man who was friends with the victim. He disappeared, leaving only bloody stains. While we don't know what the extent of either of them was involved, We can't rule out the possibility that one of them killed Ayaka. Could the missing man have been the killer? Or could it have been someone else who happened to target girls of a similar age? Either scenario seems plausible, yeah, I mean, it's right. Well, one way or another, we still have 3 victims, including Ayaka Hashizumi, who were found with bags on their heads. It's gotta be the work of the same killer. Remember that this was a high-profile case that the police failed to solve, despite all of their efforts. So it won't be easy getting to the bottom of it, so maybe the key is the connection between the case, Daisuke Sasaki, and the legend of Emio the Smiling Man. Speaking of that, I did find a common link between the elder murders and the urban legend. In both the second and the third murders, the victims were seen crying shortly before they were killed. Just like in the legend! Maybe there really is a connection. Anyways, let's stay focused and keep after it, okay? Absolutely. I wonder if the disappearance of Makoto Kuze is also related. I guess it's our job to find out. I mean, yeah, it is, my guy. What do you want? What, huh? Let's hear the Yumi found. Yeah, what'd you find out, my girl? I had a good long chat with Fukuyama. And how did it go? Well, among other things, he mentioned that Aisuke's grades had slipped lately. Is that so? Yeah, it even sounds like he might have had a hard time getting into a private high school he wanted to. But he also said that Aisuke himself didn't seem particularly troubled by it. Also, Fukuyama was squirrely about talking to other students. He's only spoken to teachers so far. And I think that's about it. Oh wait, there was one other thing about Aisuke's friend, talking about Megumi. Anyway, apparently she's been absent from school for a while now. In fact, she hasn't been to school since the day that he died. But it's strange because the teacher and students learned about his death that morning. She's saying she was already absent that day, but for other reasons. That's right. I thought maybe someone could have told her about the situation in advance, but it doesn't seem particularly likely. Maybe she was just actually sick. I mean, maybe, but that's really sus. Let's review what we learned so far today. Good idea. I feel like we just did that, but you know what? We can do it again. Anything for you, Ayumi. Seems as though Aisuke has been involved in a few problems lately involving getting into private school. His grades slipped to the point that he was at risk of not getting into a top school. He was supposedly unbothered about that. I don't know. In any case, I'm not sure how it relates to him being murdered. Megumi and Aisuke were close friends. She stopped coming to school that day that his body was found. Why did she stop coming to school that very day? Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Oh, I did hear that she wasn't feeling well, but I think you're right that we don't really know at this point for sure. That's all the info I gathered today. Even though Mr. Atsugi isn't here, I feel like we're making good progress. There are still lots of unknowns, but I'm sure we can work together to solve the case. Thanks, Ayumi. Agreed. What? Hmm? Doshita? Hmm? What's going on, Ayumi? Looks like she's deep in thought. Call engage. Huh? Oh, sorry, what was it? She seemed like you were spacing out there for a second. Something on your mind? Yeah. Something about Megumi that I've been wondering about. What is it? It's been bugging me for a while now, but whenever her name comes up when I'm talking to Fukuyama, he tightens up and gets anxious. I wonder if he's hiding something. He definitely is hiding something. I can't tell. I asked him directly a number of times, but his answers feel a bit evasive. I thought we could talk to Megumi in person. Yeah. By the way, do you have any plans tomorrow? I think we're going back to the library. This time I want to do more research about the legends. Sounds good. Yeah, you could do that today, my guy? Ah, excuse me. Big yawn. You couldn't just do that today? You have to do it another day? As for me, I guess I might just need to wait more information about Aisuke and Megumi. But I'll think about it some more. I think you should directly go to Megumi, Ayumi. I think that'd be a good use of time, personally. I don't know about me, maybe I could do that. I don't need to go to the library again. Well, Chapter 5, the paper bag. I need to stop. I'm gonna leave this in, and I'm just gonna cut it and put it into the next chapter part. But that was chapter 4. I'll leave it at that. I want to just do one chapter of video just so everything can be sequential and all good and nice. So thank you for watching. I'll see you for chapter 5 about the paper bag. Apparently, see you then.